What is it? It's partly white, partly black, but it is fully red. Any answers? Partly white, partly black, fully red. Okay, I give a clue here. R-E-A-D, red. Not R-E-D. Yes? Sun. Any other answers? Any other answers? Newspaper. Okay, oh, newspaper ideally. Partly white, partly black and fully red. Okay, one more. 1 into 5 is 5. Okay. 2 into 5 is 10. 3 into 5 is 15. Welcome, Sunil Jacob. Waiting for you. Okay, 1 into 5 is 5. Right? First, assume this. Next, we have 5 into 1 is 5, 5 into 2 is 10, 5 into 3 is 15. Now what is 5 into 1? 5 into 1? Okay, I'll come up with this again. So my request Sunil Chakoji to come and give the welcome address.
So good morning to all of you. Dignitaries, honored of the dais, we have been discussing the challenges in business landscape, future-ready finance professionals. Yesterday, we had a great start for the program. The plenary session chaired by CMA K.N. Raman and distinguished speakers has given us a very good roadmap, or an excellent roadmap for the program. Thereafter, we have been discussing the challenges in different sectors, like starting from health sector, pharmaceuticals, and money and anti-rain, and the pricing of the same. Today, in fact, we are discussing a very important sector where the finance professionals have been performing very well and facing the challenges very well. That is with regards to manufacturing. We have, as cost and management accountants, we have already excelled in the area. But as we all know, the challenges and the new landscape we have to address. So that is the first part of the third session today. And the second part, we will be discussing another important sector, that is the MSME, which has been playing a great role and which has a great role in the Indian economy. As we all know, MSME is the largest employment provider in the country. In manufacturing, I have already told that we have been performing very well as cost and management accounting professional. But the challenges are always there. I think we have to look at it from a perspective of the strategic orientation, as Raman was rightly pointing out yesterday. We know how to do the metrics and how to evaluate the effectiveness and all. While looking at in the strategic perspective, definitely you have to look at the innovation and sustainability, for which the cost accountant should look into the product life cycle, product differentiation and such things. On the other hand, the MSME, as we all know, it is a driver of the economy in for many reasons. Yesterday, we have been painting a very rosy picture of Indian economy with respect to its neighbors and other countries performing. In a turbulent times, definitely Indian economy is doing very well. But I think we have to address certain issues which can be addressed by empowering the MSMEs. What I was hinting is, as we all know, that one of the major issues challenges we are facing at present in the economy is the employment. So we see that it is at the lowest in the last 45 years. At the same, another aspect is the equity in the society. Because there is a difference between rich and poor in the country. I think both of these issues, single solution is empowering the MSMEs. As we have an excellent panel headed by none other than Sri Gopalakrishnan, CMA Gopalakrishnan, who is a mentor for me for the last 20 years in the institute and the profession, a stalwart technocrat, and what I call is a financial technocrat who is available among us to lead this discussion today. So I am not going into the details or intricacies too much, even though I have been in the manufacturing sector for almost quarter century in different positions, including CFO of 2 major manufacturing concerns. As we have an excellent panel here, I am not going into the intricacies. My role is limited to welcoming the distinguished speakers we have here. I welcome Sri CMA Gopalakrishnan and both distinguished speakers for today's session, and also welcoming all the participants came from length and breadth of southern India. Wish you all an enriching experience in the third session of our conference. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So my request Sunil Chakoji to welcome the chairman of this session, MGK sir, with a floral bouquet.
Take from photo here.
Also felicitate MGK sir. Also felicitate MGK sir with the memento of the shawl. I request Sunil ji to welcome and felicitate Badi Behan sir. My request R. Kumar of Nellai chapter, Nellai Policy chapter, to come and join the felicitation. I request Mr. R. Kumar to stay on the dais and welcome Dorai Rajan sir. Floral bouquet. Thank you. So my dear friends, let me take the opportunity of introducing Mr. CMA S. Dorai Rajan ji. He is born in 1951, is an acknowledged authority in lean management and an experienced CMA expert. He is an associate member of our institute and a certified practicing accountant. He has over 22 years of industrial experience at various levels in different industries: coal, steel, paper, tea and light engineering. During his career, he handled many functions like treasury, financial accounting, management accounting, commercial, and finally he was the profit center head for steel making company. He He is Director, Kansan Institute Asia Pacific, a global consulting organization with operations in India, Middle East, Southeast Asia, and servicing a few clients in Europe, Africa, and Australia. Mr. Rajan was heading the Asia Pacific operations of Kaizen Institute under the chairmanship of Sensei Makasi Imai, the Kaizen Guru from 1999 to 2006. Deeply spiritual, he combines the ancient wisdom of Indian seers with disciplined approach of Japanese masters. He has evolved a unique approach for supporting enterprises suitable to the current societal mindset. He is a trained family business advisor and supports many Indian family managed organizations in many ways, including being members on their advisory boards. Trained in Kaizen by Sensei Makasi Imai, Kaizen Guru, Mr. Rajan strongly believes that continual improvement in the performance of activities and processes is the only way for moving towards perfection. As a consultant since 1992, he focused on instilling passion for perfection in organizations through the powerful Kaizen workshops methodology developed by adapting ancient wisdom of India and management concepts of Japan. He is one of the key global resources in lean and flow management and has guided many organizations in 10 countries across the globe. He has a passion to look for different industry and sectors for deploying lean and Kaizen principles and has rich experience in all such sectors and industries. He has orchestrated and driven major initiatives and large organizations of pan-India presence, driving initiative in multi-locations in different regions. He has written Handbook on Activity-Based Costing, 1997, Process, Productivity and Quality for SMEs in 2018. So for more details, he also has a website, kaeft.in. So let us welcome Durai Rajan sir with a big round of applause. Thank you, sir. Now may I request our MGK sir to take the session forward with his words, setting the tone of the session and then instigating, initiating, inspiring, intending and finally empowering all of us.
Good morning. I'm very happy that I have been able to be before you to chair this special session, which is on the smarter manufacturing systems for MSME and how CMA can be an enabler. We have got two erudite speakers, both on different end of the spectrum in terms of age. I think I know both of them because Mr. Durrajan for a very long time. Apart from the resume what Lavanya has given to you, I also understand that he was a colleague of Mr. Sundaram, CMA Sundaram, who spoke to us yesterday as a SARC student. They were all together in the same class. And Ganamil Subramaniam sir was there, the Guru. So here, of course, all of us always acknowledge the wisdom our Guru has imparted to all of us. Now, of course, I was also sharing with the chairman, Shankar Panikar, that we have to develop the next generation of intellectuals who will be able to guide the profession. And he said that, can you suggest, I would name straight away, I suggested to Vadivel. Vadivel, actually what he has been doing for the past 2 years when the pandemic was there, many of us will know that every Saturday we used to have a regular program. And because of the pandemic, it had to be stopped. Then we were just discussing how we can take it forward. And immediately he came out with an excellent idea, saying that okay, every Saturday, Sunday, we will have an online. This has been going on almost for the past 2 years, even now, and on different topics by different experts. And the current series which is going on is on SAP FICO, material and other modules. It has been taken by different experts. And it is almost a hand-holding session for those who are. So those who are, I think Vadivel can share his email so that anybody from across the country, anywhere in the region, they can always contact. Right from yesterday, we have been fortunate to have erudite speakers and those who have got experienced professionals who have been sharing with us the knowledge of what is the contemporary approach for the business strategies and in what way the CMA can be an enabler. And most of the speakers, including yesterday's speaker on healthcare, and especially on agriculture, they were talking about how the transformation of business has happened. It has completely changed because it has accelerated in the past 2 years, mainly because of the pandemic, and it has also had a major impact on the MSME. I also had some exposure on that because the clients whom I have been working with, suddenly there has been a spurt in the empowerment of SMEs who are MSMEs who are a part of their vendors. Because although groups like TVS and many of the leading groups in Chennai have already got an excellent system of taking the MSME, their vendors as their partner and transferring all the knowledge what they have been rather practicing in their own companies to the MSMEs, so that technologically as well as from the quality and other points of view, they can also rise up to the occasion. And it was always a win-win situation for both of them. And they can not only get the quality products, but they can also empower the MSMEs through their knowledge transfer, which otherwise would not have been available to the MSMEs. Because on their own, they may not have the resources to go in for such a detailed answer. Why I am again stressing on this is our first speaker, Mr. Durrajan, has been very much a part of that. All of you know, we know him recently that is for the past 10 years as a Kaizen Durrajan, because he has been the director of the Kaizen. Now he has got his own organization, which is in India, which he has done a wonderful work. And when I was in the institute, in the council, as a part of the management accounting committee, when we are thinking upon having some publications on MSME, he immediately came forward and said that, okay, I will come out with the handbook on MSMEs, but it will be completely different. I will not talk anything about costing, but it will be more on efficiency and effectiveness. And out of the 100 and odd case studies, what he has done in one of the clusters, which belongs to my own place, Coimbatore, he said that he selected some 20 or 30 of them. And incidentally, yesterday when I was